Hello, welcome to March 20th, 2023. My name is Kurt, and this is my daily Good Life meditation video. This is something that I do every morning, just a little bit after waking up. It's now 4:27 a.m., running a little late. I do this to remember my life objectives and principles, those which are outlined in my book, Going Alone, and to think about the last 24 hours. How I did applying these to the challenges and opportunities that I met, and to plan for the coming day. So let's begin. First last night and yesterday. Slept pretty good last night. Yesterday was a solid day, just nothing out of the ordinary. Chores and shopping and home. Boy, am I tired. Still, just can't seem to quite come around the other side to feeling well again. I wonder sometimes if this is what it's like to get very old and be always out of sorts. There's a term. What did I do with my marker? Just a second. I know what I did with it. I put it someplace. What would it like to be like this all the time? Or most of the time? Wearisome, I think. And this is an eye-opener. If this is what it's like for some of us to get old, then that's an eye-opener. Because it's feeling well that makes us want to get up and carry on with the day. I guess if I became like this always, I would just patiently wait out the end, wait out death. You know, if I could find myself in a situation of being so fortunate as to have some leisure time, as to, not have to attend to chores and etc., then I would just sit quietly with my books. Wow, but to no longer engage, what would that be like? To no longer want to engage with society, because I think that's where I would head. It would be like a parade, yeah. A parade marching down the street. The parade is the active society of youth, and here comes the dog. I gotta get up again and open and close the door. Welcome. Irashaimase. Gonna want to come up here. Come on up. Eventually. The parade would be there we go. The active marching and parading and waving and engagement of being a part of the union of adults living with their kids in tow. All part of the parade. And eventually lose the energy and the motivation and the strength to stay with the stream in the cluster and just fall away to the side and watch the parade march on. Not even throwing in any more confetti. I can see myself becoming that guy. I guess that people go down in different ways, right? Some might continue to wave from the sideline, shouting with a feeble voice, "Hooray!" Others might actively wheel their chair off into an alley. I think I would just sit there and watch the parade pass with a mute smile on my face. And that doesn't mean that I'm a bummer. It's just the way to go. And that's how I feel now. I don't want to engage anymore, although I still am. Still writing every day. I still study. I actively read my books. I study my Bible. I do all my things. But it wouldn't take much more dissolution of health before those would begin to drop off too. And then ultimately, I'd like to be, that's funny how I said that, I'd like to be that oldster who is planted by the window like a rhododendron to sit in the sun, in a pool of sunlight, watching the outside atmosphere move by, or maybe if the weather is very nice, on a patio or porch with the door flung open, but the window is fine. Yeah. I could be that guy. I would welcome that, in fact. It sounds lovely. I don't even know if there would be much of a visible smile on my face. Might look like that guy. But I think it would feel good. I would be satisfied, maybe more satisfied with that at that time of my life than nearly any other circumstance at any time prior. How more like that guy I would become. Let's do a good life. It's a pleasant thought, huh? 7 objectives. To always be ready to die. To make good and effective use of time. To develop and maintain good and sound life principles. To cultivate good emotional reactions. To perform good actions. To recognize my true limits and my true opportunity. And to do just one thing at a time. And do that thing slowly and deliberately and carefully. Now my 34 principles, that is: war, reason, homunculus, anchor hold, home of good and evil, purpose, atomic principle, principle of nature, the pirate ride, maturity, the social principle, principle of family, public speaking, distraction, agency, and the great indifference. That was a strange sound. Best seat in the house. Temperance. No. The restless man. The path of wildness. The great life adventure. The risk of avoiding risk. Sin and damnation. Complete oblivion. Script writing. the bullseye aim, the uphill climb, arena and utility. Nothing is enough. The principle of fun. I think I got them all. Funny how you get used to the sounds of a building. Our neighbor moved in next door, across the other way, the other side of the house. We have a neighbor on either side. And she'd been out since we moved in. They were refurbishing her apartment. And I heard a new sound that came from the fact that there's life in that place. Okay, what am I going to do today? It's a good, solid day of work ahead of me. Hard day. Man, it's going to be a tough week. Got a lot going on. I have to muster my energy and do it. And I will. And with that, I'll stop. I wish you all the best. Be safe, but not too safe. And with that, my life is done, if not finished. Take care.